Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast where entrepreneurs, men and women, learn the essentials and soft skills of the strenuous life. It is good to have you guys with me today. Once again, I have my alter ego, J.R. Hendrick, out here. I planned to have another guest, but it fell through. And, until my creative genius came out, I used to get kind of, butthurt. I was like, well, there it goes down the tubes. But, well, it wasn't long after that I created JR sometimes to make up the difference. And here, well, like I said, I'll bring him here. Now, here's one of the first things that I think that an entrepreneur needs. They need a budget, okay? Now, I agree with Robert Kiyosaki in that, you need to expand your means. But I think one of the things that's need be is to have just tad on the frugal side, Unlike Robert Kiyosaki, I don't recommend taking out loans for businesses. I've learned too many hard lessons about student loans, and the market. I'm not talking about the stock market, but the general economic market deals in general. Loans can be iffy and a problem, okay? So, my hunch is, I had a grandma on my daddy's side of the family. Like, now James, you know better than to be taking out student loans. Someone should have told you not to take out student loans. So, we're talking about ego entrepreneurs, okay? Those who have a more conservative, self-reliant bent, okay? These entrepreneurs, think about how important it is, you're a wise steward of what you can spend. That way, in addition to your business and your family, you're taking care of maybe your elderly relatives, or perhaps you get older and your posterity or someone that you deem as family helps look after you when you're old, and that's really being part of being an ego entrepreneur, okay? Just like I said. It's important to have the ego mindset. That, like right there, because see, there's an immogram between Dave Ramsey and Robert Kiyosaki. I agree with both of them. I agree with Robert Kiyosaki about investments. I agree with Robert Kiyosaki about expanding the means. But I agree with Dave Ramsey about budget. Because really and truthfully, being a steward of your finances is one of the best ways to live the strenuous life. Theodore Roosevelt was a wealthy author and historian. No doubt he came from old money, but here's the thing. The difference with Theodore Roosevelt, though, I'm willing to bet, was he was frugal. He may have come from a wealthy family, but they had enough class to, now I'm not talking about, just absolutely living below your means and dealing with it and mentality. You can't be Jerry, help me. Listen to me. I'm a guy that likes to talk about the sanctity of life. If you're working as an entrepreneur on a good budget, even if it's shoestring, sooner or later you're going to be well fed. Well, take care of your health. Okay, that's an ego entrepreneurs. This is ones that don't mind taking care of their health. And so, an ego entrepreneur is those that are above the pack. Because, like, with the speaker that Jimmy and I admire, Del Toro McNeil II said this. He said, an eagle would rather fly solo than to fly solo. Good pun on words, I got to say. Think about it. If you are, you know what, Jared's going to talk about the sanctity of life, whether you want to hear about it or not, and that is part of what the streamless life is all about also, is taking responsibility for the life you get in there. But anyway, seriously, whatever you have, budget for what you think is needful. But I would take some of the stuff out in the bank and put it in gold and silver. I really don't know that much about real estate unless you are trained and have a passion for it. I think there's plenty of other industries. I think oil's a good investment, but about investments, seriously, you learn a lot of wonderful principles, because that's part of being an eagle entrepreneur. Because really, it's all about self-reliance. You can't get rich with the entitlement mentality, okay? So many people think, well, they'll say this, entitlement, go to school, get education, to a job, and blah, 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 It's kind of craziness. So that's why I'm talking to you about these things. Talking to you about how important being an eagle entrepreneur is required. Hope you enjoy listening to the Streamless Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Streamless Life family. This is Jimi Hendrick saying until next time. Don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. And Jared finishes off. See, that's the thing. That both Robert Kiyosaki and Dave Ramsey are teaching is, you do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And you do what others don't so you can have what others can. Alright? That's part of Streamless Life. None of this oops reactive stuff. And then I want you to think about this. It's something my daddy always said. Especially about he took me aside 1 month before graduation from high school. And 2 months before graduation from college. He said, son, you have to be your own man now. You think strong. You live strong. And you live that streamless life. And you do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And you do what others don't so you can have what others can't. And seriously, you need to be thinking strong, living strong. At that point, living the streamless life. Y'all take care right here.